segment of Prison Chronicles, where we come together to give you the raw and uncut version of how prison affected not only the ones that have gone to prison, but the family, friends, and loved ones as well. If you are a first-time viewer, please let us know by typing in first time. We would like to personally greet you and welcome you to the show. We again encourage you to share this video because there's no us without you. In addition, if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, feel free to type them in the section. Last thing, if you know of any female or male that has been previously incarcerated, any spouse that has lost their mate to prison, any child, mother or father, or even friends that have lost someone to prison and would like to come on the show to tell their story, please contact us at 501-551-8489. There's no us without you, and it's never too late. All right, here we are. We're going to start another segment of Prison Chronicles, and I'm going to start by letting these guys introduce themselves and tell a little bit about yourself. And first of all, y'all, what make this show special like this, these are three brothers. I'm talking about from the same mother. These are not dudes that come up shaking hands. We brothers. These are the same brothers from the same mother. So we're definitely going to cover some ground today, and I'll let these guys introduce themselves and tell them about what age they went down at the incarceration.
Derek Witherspoon, I was incarcerated at the age of 17 and did 19 years.
Oh, it's on me now. Man, I'm Lundy Bueller, AKA the Black Knight. I went down at 15 years old. I think I'm 37 now. Did a total of 19 years. And y'all looking at my white socks.
I'm Eric Bueller, AKA, they call me EB. Went down, I think I was 20 when I went down. We approximately did 19 years plus. Just glad to be on the show. Let's roll with that.
Man, hey, I'm glad to have my guys with me, man. We was together before we went to prison. We was together in the course of our prison time, and we all back out here together. So the camaraderie is there. You talking about a brotherhood or kindred or friendship that's just impeccable. I'm talking about that's the finest right here. You know what I'm saying? And I also, in the course of us doing our time, we come together with dreams and stuff, doing things out here together, family-wise, whatever, and we doing just that. And I thank God. But if you can recollect, we're gonna start like this. And y'all feel free to, have to go down the line to answer these questions. Be you, be free, be yourself. Can you tell how it was your first night in prison when you first knew, cause the kind of jail, we all did so much time in the kind of jail. Man, you cell mates, you was still a baby. Man, Eric, cell right next to each other. He was still in juvenile drinking milk. But, kind of tell it how, cause y'all know, we already know the life we lived on the streets, but kind of try to recollect if you can remember how it was when we first knew we was going to prison, not just the kind of jail, because kind of jail, we were there so long to prepare you being in bondage, but kind of speak on that.
I mean, like you said, as far as being in the county jail, I think we was there for about 2 years or so, close to it. And so, you got kind of settled in, it wasn't a big deal. You hear the stories about, what prison was going to be like. And, of course, at a young age, you get a little fear, you're a little scared, like, man, what's really going to go down when we get down there? Because you scared, you young.
You scared.
You young, you scared. You like, man, is these stories real or, are they, fake or whatever? But honestly, after I did I think I was at the diagnostic intake unit for maybe a week.
Then you go to the hole from diagnostic?
No. Actually, they sent me up to Bentonville before I went to diagnostics.
Was
so I
Bentonville?
went with Bentonville.
That's where they jumped y'all coming off the bus.
They talk crazy. They had their own 10 commandments up there.
Man, yeah.
I kid you not, Bentonville County Jail, because they had it was overcrowded, so they was shipping us off to other jails before they sent us to diagnostic. And I was one of the ones. I'm trying to think who all went with me, man. I can't remember who went up there with me, but it was like 4 or 5 of us. They put 4 or 5 of us on one van and like 12 people on another van. And so they was like, man, they talking about sending us up north. I said, shoot, I ain't going up north. You know what I mean? We all bucking. I want to say Big Ike was with us. Yeah, I want to say. Yeah. I think Big Ike was. Yeah, Big Ike was one of the ones that was on the van with me.
B-Roll, wasn't it? T-Roll was?
I can't remember if he was one of them. But we acted a fool because we was all in the hole. So we come out the hole, I think, and they put us all on one van, about four or five of us. And they telling us in intake, they was like, yeah, y'all going straight to diagnostic, y'all good, but them, they going up north. Boy, we got down to Roosevelt and made a left right there.
Yeah, but
I
you know,
swear.
Clear Arkansas wasn't no better.
I swear, our van made a left, the other van made a right, man. We went all. We all had cigarettes and lighters on us. We just got to smoking. We talked crazy the whole 3 hours up there, man.
And Clinton sure wasn't no better. That's what they said
Man,
everybody.
it was horrible, man.
So how was your first night there? You know what I'm saying?
Up there, Bentonville has the second strictest.
Gubby said I act like I'm 45.
Right, I seen that earlier. It had the second strictest jail in the United States.
Boris say he was with y'all too. Boris say he was with y'all too.
So it was, boy. Yeah, you was. But we got up there, they didn't serve hot meals. All the meals were cold.
Hot meal now.
No TVs. They force you to come out your cell at a certain time, like 7 o'clock.
And you got to stay out there?
You have to stay out there in the day room the entire day.
And what's this? I mean, I know a lot of people went to Bentonville due to the prisons being overcrowded and waiting for bed space. So what? I mean, that's worse than prison. So by the time you make a prison, you was happy as hell.
I was glad to get from there.
Hey, you shoot me out in the pen. I mean, in the county, niggas be like, man, I ain't the pen need to hurry up and come get me.
That's all. Look, hey,
This nigga want to go to the pen.
I'm telling you, I accidentally stepped on from the time, we called it the concrete. From the time I got a diagnostic in Pine Bluff, I accidentally stepped on grass and got dizzy. We hadn't been on grass in that long.
For real, man.
Straight concrete.
Seriously.
Concrete.
See, I don't even know whether I should believe you, man.
I'm telling you. Hey, you want me to put it on game? I'm telling you. Listen to me.
Hey, check it out. Whoa, what you been? Well, I'm gonna get back. Finish elaborating on how your first night in prison. Coming from Bentonville.
But coming from Bentonville, like I said, I did my week or so in diagnostic, and you really can't even count that as prison. Honestly, you're actually in prison, but you're really not, because diagnostic is almost like county jail. But my first day at Varner, man, like I said, I was nervous, but as soon as I got to walking down the hallway, heading toward laundry, I seen probably about 5-6 people that I knew.
That's the
It was, and immediately I was just like,
yeah.
Just like me.
look, I got a button down. I got a button down shirt. That was back then when you could have button down. I had a button down shirt my first day there.
No, you really couldn't have a birthday.
You couldn't have it. I had a button down at Varner. Nothing but the old schoolers had them button down. I had a button down. My homeboy was in the laundry. I had a button down my first day.
It ain't on you then. It must have been in you.
The first day, and man, I was just like I say, I ran to so many of my homeboy. Man, they made sure I got all my stuff, because people don't know you. You come through intake, you ain't gonna get everything you supposed to get. You're gonna get used boxes, used towels, and face towels. You know what I'm saying? I come through there, all my stuff was brand new.
Boxes.
Boy, how many times I didn't have to get used boxes, man?
Y'all
for
remember
real.
this? Y'all living this luxury, this life of luxury, and you throwing stones at prison. Remember that? You're gonna go there and you're gonna have to put on somebody else's drawers.
It's
Somebody
easy.
else's
It was the norm to go from one unit to another. When you go from one unit to another, they issue clothing, boxers, socks, towel, face towel, sheets, and stuff like that. If you known, you gonna get everything brand new. If you ain't known, you ain't got no clout. You gonna have used. They gonna put some. Nah, I ain't gonna say socks. Usually gonna get brand new socks. But you might get a used towel, used face towel.
Hey, hold up.
No, you ain't gonna get no bread. That's why. That's how I got athlete's feet.
That's how you get no athlete's feet. Hey, look.
You want me to see?
Man, black toenail. Hey, but look,
that ain't my
time I
pigment.
work in the lunch on the sewing machine, boy, I know how to sew them socks, cause you gonna get a hole in them fake socks.
Oh yeah,
you gonna get a hole in them, boy. I know how to turn them socks inside out.
Time out.
Hold up.
You was sewing in love.
Boy, I learned everything. Boy, I tried my best to learn everything.
Garbage
But check
factory.
it out. Hey, Kick. You stayed in juvenile your whole time, even on your way to prison, cause you went down at 15, wasn't you?
Yeah, but no,
you was
I
grown by
turned
the time you been in
18.
prison?
I turned 18 and I went to the federal. They put me in the federal pod to hold me over till they come back.
Yeah. In the age, I went to age 22.
Oh,
age when I went to the federal unit.
That was the federal pod.
I know, but nigga went no federal.
I was on Rico.
But look, you speaking again, Lord. Hey, but look, this what I'm saying. All right, so how long was you in the county when you turned 18?
I want to say it was close to 2 years to the
I'm talking about you was 15 all the way to 18.
I went as soon as I turned 18. Shortly after, maybe
went to prison.
What's up with it, Buck? I see you, boy. What's up with it, my guy?
Maybe 30 days. I mean, yeah, maybe 30 days. Maybe 30 days. I went to. After that, they come got me.
Yeah. Was you scared?
Man, I honestly don't know what. I was sitting there trying to think back because, just coming from the streets to that, it happened so fast. I think I first got my culture shock, when we went up for our bond hearing. Yeah. And dude come in and he said, man, they in there talking about giving y'all the death penalty, little buddy. You know what I'm saying? And I'm in the cell or in the little holding cell with people I really didn't even know. So I'm standing there, I'm trying to kick in the lunatic mode that I was on the street from this mode here to realize it's over with.
But it's kind of difficult to do that, you know what I'm saying? Because it's difficult to do that because to go in them modes, that's the difference from being you versus facing that death penalty. Because, when they first put me on that capital murder, I was facing sit here and go from having a championship in football and all this and being with your friends, all of a sudden you facing a death penalty. I'm talking about you don't even breathe right. You can't
that's
even
gonna shake
think
up your
right.
core bleed. Yeah. Yeah, because the whole time the largest plans you didn't dream, we don't dream of being doctors and lawyers at first. We want to be it, but we ain't got them dreams. We dream of hood shootouts and everything else at that time. So coming from the demographic of that time and then getting put in the position to basically where they can take your life anyway. They got me in a little box anyway as it is with everybody. I'm 18. I'm in there with everybody older than me at the time. So yeah, it was a culture shock to me.
Hey, Eric, how was it you? Because you come down with them colored eyes. Make sure you look in the camera.
Torian.
I got these colored eyes and stuff, man. And so you come right in the door. I know you had some fears, man. Then you light skinned too.
Look at Polo.
Yeah, I left the county as soon as I was going to the diagnosis too, and that van made a left, and I went to Poinsett County. And I'm talking about it was.
We don't even know what that's at.
What is that?
What is it? That's the country, ain't it?
That was up there.
And you the only one in the world went there.
I went on the one.
I don't even remember
you. It was 5 brothers went there. But yeah, it was crazy. It's cold. Like you say, we eating cold food, small portions. Had to come out the room hours a day. Couldn't really watch no TV or nothing. Couldn't get no radio. Can't hear nothing. So really, you get y'all every once in a while. So they was really tough on that, really strict on that. And then I think I was there probably 2-3 weeks. Then they went ahead and took me to diagnostics. So when I got the diagnostics, they told me to get butt naked. I said, "What you mean get butt naked?"
He thought he was get hunt. He thought he was fuck. Well, here you go. Come on, come on, everything. Hey, this is what they said.
He was the RSVP counselor.
I'm just saying, this is what they said. Get naked. Why get naked?
That's the thing that gets you. They just straight to the point. Take off all your clothes, squat and call.
They ain't friendly or nothing.
You taking me fast.
You gotta open your ass. So all you do is out here in the street like, and you.
I don't remember having an opening there. The positions that they asked you to get in.
That's all they do, boy.
Yes,
man, you had to open your ass before.
Yeah. Oh, we need to say some names at all. Sergeant McKinley.
The one with the glasses?
With the glasses. That enjoy doing it.
When he come handicapped, like.
White boy.
Yeah.
I used to want to whoop him so many
Talking about that dude and what those girls
Captain Gregory Moore, we gonna call you that too.
Hey, no, they was the epitome.
He busted me on my
They was the
cell
epitome
phone.
of equal opportunity employer. How you had them retarded? Hold on, you can't say
Come on, you can't say
But I'm gonna tell you this. I'm gonna tell you this.
Forgive me, society. Mentally challenged
Hey,
people.
I'm gonna tell you this.
Go to bed naked.
Them type of dudes had you scared though. You ain't want to do no
They
wrong
lock you
around
up
there.
for anything. You can put in cuffs for anything.
Look, we was working at the horse barn, and I had one of my little knives on me that I used to use to cut the hay string out there at work. So I'm going in to get the trays. You know what I'm saying? Salad port officer, kind of laid back because they know I ain't doing no wrong. They
knew it, huh?
They knew I wasn't doing no wrong, so they patted me down. I go on through there. I get up to the metal detector, and it was a habit for me that when I get to the metal detector, just to kind of, pat myself down, like make sure I ain't got nothing I ain't supposed to have. Right, I'm policing myself. And I hit my pocket and seen that I had that knife in my pocket. I'm standing in line, like 3-4 people in line. McKinley at the metal detector. I said, boy, if I ain't going to jail today, boy, I'm like, man, if I leave and walk out the line, I ain't gonna, you know what I'm saying? He gonna look at me like, hey, where you going? Come back here. You know, he was all stay like that. And somehow, I'm gonna say by the grace of God, boy, I went up there, took a bunch of stuff out of my pocket at one time, had the knife up under there, ran through the metal detector, grabbed my stuff and shot that child so fast, but dude had me scared, you hear me? That fool, he put fear in my heart. I ain't gonna lie.
But you think about it, it really because only what we had developed. Think about all of us was in the same penitentiary,
same barracks,
same jobs,
yeah.
Same everything.
Same criminal mischief activity. I mean, same.
Hey, I know. Hey, we don't glorify prison. Hey, you know, they say favor ain't first. So whether it's right or wrong, it's still favor of God. You know, cause the stuff we was able to do. We was able to. Do we talk about the sex?
Wasn't right.
We was able to.
Can't talk about
we was able to, you know, have sex with the female gods. Or we was able to, eat.
Oh, they had female guards working.
Y'all was having sex up here.
In the church. Who would do it in the church? But
hey, you know. Towels.
I ain't gonna tell nobody else.
The towels. When I'm up there in the towels, look at that, man. I don't know. That was just favorite. But anyway, just to make it to the level we made it to, well, we were literally running whole units, man. I'm talking about.
Hey, I'm still on paper because they probably still come give me. I ain't
But you know, to me, what make it more great is that you able to do it at a time where they took everything from you know, because prison in and of itself, the definition is isolation. Your
last birthday we was together. What did I give you for your birthday?
My birthday?
Did I give you some French shrimp? No, that was Dirt wanted some shrimp, didn't he?
Yeah, I got fried rice. I just got fried rice, but it was fried. It was a whole thing of fried rice.
Chinese rice for his birthday in prison.
You got it.
Got him some Chinese rice for his birthday. Love that stuff, man. But I'm talking about we having fun and a wonderful time, especially with the sports, man. Sports help us get through that time.
Yeah, made the best of a worse situation.
We put it down, man. We put it down.
I mean, there was a lot of stuff, man. Like you said, you just having favor. Because people was able to see your true character,
for sure.
and not see you as far as just being a prisoner. You know what I mean? A lot of guards automatically think just because you're in that white suit that you ain't no good, you bad, you know, just throw you away. But you had some good guards down there that was able to see exactly who you were as a person, you know. And, you know, they treated you accordingly. Now, if you got out of line and you was disrespectful, or, you know, things like that, then they're going to treat you according to that. But, you know, we had a good upbringing, you know what I mean? Raised in a church house. Mother, you know, taught us well as far as morals and values and principles in life. So we was never disrespectful. So they automatically, you know, took a liking to us. At every unit I went to.
To the pastor told us never to come back. Greatest saints.
Hey, well, we were going to get free sack lunches every day. But you know, when you go down, you know, in prison, y'all, you know, in order to operate your telephones and things like that, you need your Social Security number.
Time out. I know where this is going.
I'm just saying though. This boy here, 15 years old.
I didn't know my Social Security.
Keep it real. You can. How old was you when you first started being because you were still using your ADC number when we was.
So man, how you remember that?
I'm just saying, how old was you when your Social Security number?
When I got it, shoot, I think I probably learned it when I finally got to the dog kennel.
And how old was you?
I probably learned it when I finally got to the
dog kennel.
About 25.
About 25, but man, who learned a Social Security number at 25 years old?
But look, our mama always had our Social Security card all our life. We ain't never had none of that. Social Security card, birth certificate. Our mama always had that.
And we was in poverty. We didn't even know what paper was. Until I got my time going.
Hey, but when y'all first got y'all time card, you know what I'm saying, it's a commutation. How do they pronounce it?
Time computation.
Yeah, computation time. Letting you know how much time you got to do before you go up for a parole.
Yeah, right.
But how did y'all feel when you first got that number, knowing that y'all was sentenced to 40 years, wasn't you? How did you feel, knowing I gotta be in prison for 40 years? Cause you know when you first get the time, that's all you see is them numbers. You don't see you know, you don't know, man, I got to do this much off this. You just see these numbers. Right. What did y'all think about that, man?
Man, I'm looking like, man, I don't think I'll make that long. It's a long time.
It's a long time.
Then as the year progresses, go by, that's when you start, the time card start changing. Like every time you get a good time, start moving towards, okay, I feel a bit better now. Well, I sure couldn't wait either.
I was drunk, man. I was like, man, the world gonna come to the end, man, for these 19 years over with. Hell, everything gonna be flying. You know what I'm saying?
I just kept my mind off and out here. You know, you look forward to this football game tomorrow in prison.
Right.
Then tomorrow night, the Razorbacks come on TV.
Right.
You know, it just was so much stuff to preoccupy your man. Because if you get caught on that, dang, I got to do 20 years. That's a long time, boy. That's a long time.
And not even guaranteed to get out then.
Yeah. Cause, you know, we went down during the time niggas still was dying in prison too. So, you know, not saying you know whole ass nigga nothing, but we'll be right back after a short commercial break. Stay tuned. Short commercial break, and I want to get these guys to elaborate. Y'all know, coming from the hood, how we, you know, the upbringing we had. Do you think y'all have learned insurmountable things and traits in prison that the hood, you definitely, if it wasn't for prison, you wouldn't have, not saying you couldn't have learned it, I heard, but if it wasn't for prison, you wouldn't have ever learned, I mean, that you think you wouldn't have never learned?
It's a lot I learned, and my biggest issue was that I had to become a man in prison, you know, aside from a lot of people, you know, who was fortunate enough to be out here and their parents, you know, was able to raise them up in a way to teach them, you know, to become a man, to do manly things, you know. Unfortunately, I had to learn it there, which is nothing that I'm ashamed of. I'm just glad that I, you know, reached that point. But yeah, I mean, it's just a lot, man.
I used to sit back on that back dock in prison, man, and I watch y'all, and I just be looking at y'all way across the field, way out there driving and stuff. And I be like, man, look at them niggas up, man. They didn't turn my homeboys country. All y'all niggas come through with them damn horses and shit. I'm like, man, look at these niggas here, man. These niggas here. Full active gang member. I'm talking about these niggas gang members on horses.
Nah, I was deactive then.
Man,
I wasn't activated.
We wasn't active.
Rico. But I mean, what do y'all think about that? Going down there, especially when y'all used to come in and pick up the trash. When I'm you know, saying y'all come to me and when y'all bag up the trash, I used to come out when dirt first got a bag.
You can't drive.
Blue. That's why you used to ran that damn truck, them damn trailers in the truck. But I used to sit back, man, out there.
Oh man, Chronic. Remember Lil Chronic?
Lil Chronic? Yeah, the white boy Lil Chronic. Yeah. I know you're talking about Lil boy.
I used to sit back and just watch y'all, man, and from a distance on them horses, man, and driving them tractors and stuff. I'm like, boy. I used to say, man, my homeboys can turn country hill, but I'm proud of y'all, man. Cause we wouldn't have learned that than I upbringing.
Oh no, shit.
You know what I'm saying? And like y'all know how to break horses, horseshoe.
Yeah.
Y'all know how to shoe horses, train dogs and stuff. I mean, prison, it turned us to a real man. And do y'all think it helped us, like dealing with our nieces and nephews and our own kids? Do you think that made us better parents? Even though none of us had, well, you had a child before you went down.
Yeah. Well, you know, I think our decisions, when you think about it, I mean, because you don't really have to take that path. Even before you go, we all, like you said, we really had ways out the hood, you know, to a degree. But
some things you don't know exist until you're exposed to.
And I'll say
how we got
exactly.
a way out, and we don't know what a way out. We ain't got nobody to grab our hand and show us this way here.
So we went down the pipeline. We went where statistically we were supposed to go, you know, so to speak. But I think our decisions once we got there, we was trying to take advantage. I always say we wasn't bottom feeders in our head, so if it was learning the weld, I wanted to learn the weld. If it was shoeing, we wanted to learn the shoe. And I look back at it now, I know it developed me better because my first dream literally was being hood. I was dubbed the nickname Lunatic, and I wanted to live to that in the streets in my head. That was the only vision I had. You know what I'm saying? So prison, I really think it was time for y'all. He got an opportunity to really, link my focus in with, hold on, dog, this is something bigger than this. It's better. I come out of it. I know good and well, I think, for me, and each person, individualized and, is personally different. But I think for me, it would have took prison because my mind was zoned out to everything else. I couldn't see no vision to help outside of that.
And that was the thing, we was talking about nicknames before we started the show. And in all actuality, I got a nickname at a certain age and felt obligated to live up to that.
Which one you talking about, battered or
be done with that?
Get to prison, and get another nickname, and you feel like you just, got to live up to it, and so and it's crazy, and just think of how many, teenagers and how many adolescents are out there with a nickname that they're trying to live up to that actually has nothing to do with who they really are deep down inside.
It's a lot in the name.
You know what I mean?
Man, yeah.
You go throughout your life portraying to be somebody that you aren't. You know what I'm saying? And then you wind up, like you say, going down a road that it was never meant for you. It was never designed. I feel like it was never designed for me and my brothers to go down that road, to go to prison.
In regards to that.
And nobody, you know what I mean, in all actuality.
Yeah, in regards to that, even what you just said, because there was time, me and my two brothers was in the county jail. And, it's times that, I'm telling you, the worst thing to go through when you land in the county jail and you knowing, like for instance, y'all three locked up in different barracks, and me and my brothers locked up. We got to write letters and send them to the post office just so they can get a letter in the same unit.
Right.
So, but I'm telling you, what you say, you sit here, the whole time you've been together your whole life, and you laying here on your rack, reading or something, just chilling, playing, and you hear, what units your brother's in. You hear a code.
Requesting permission to write your own brother.
You hear a code called, what was the fight? Code 2?
Blue.
Code 2?
Yeah, 2 was off.
Code 4 was a fight, inmate
You
fight,
hear code 4 in one of your brother buried. So now you drunk. Like, dang, is it one of your brothers getting jumped to a fight and you can't even help him? That was drive action.
Hey, call G Unit, see who that was.
So how was it, how was it y'all just
And here comes Sergeant Tibbs and talking about, man, tell your brother, man, he just need to stay out of trouble.
What you saying about
Sergeant Tibbs, he back in the home.
Talking about you. Hey, did you know
Nah,
that?
talking about it.
I had Flores out here, man.
That's about
Yeah, he
it.
talking about here. Did you know about the time him and Flores tried to run in the preacher's cell?
Man,
Tell about that, man.
Flo, I wish he was on the show today.
I ain't got him on here, man.
Look, so I can't even remember what unit we in, but it was this one white guy. He drawing down $40 a week. Was it $40 for the max? He drawing down 40 a week.
Yeah,
Me and Flores reached one week we couldn't draw down. Ain't nan one of us got no money on the book. So we like, shoot, we finna go up here and take the white boy stuff soon as he get his commissary. You know what I'm saying? So Flores like, man, we go up there to his cell, and he got this big old tall black dude that's in the cell with him. Preacher guy, so to say. I don't know if he was for real or not, or just, doing it because he was locked up. But as soon as we knock on the door, he come to the door. Big black guy come to the door. I said, hey man, this ain't got nothing to do with you, man, but we finna take your roommate stuff. Immediately, Satan, I rebuke you in the name of Jesus. I'm like, say bro, watch out, man, get back, man. You know what I'm saying? We finna take your white boy stuff. Man, I didn't get 15 seconds into trying to get my tough man speech. That fool hit me so hard, man.
Ex-Marine.
That fool hit me so hard. I come up out that cell up against the rail because we was on the second tier. You got the cell and you got the rail back there. So I come up against that rail. I came back. I remember throwing some blows. You know what I'm saying?
What Flo do?
Who knows? Flow. I don't remember him being there.
Before he hit me, he told him, I refuse to say the name of Jesus.
He kept saying,
so God gave him power Simpson. He hit my guy hard, man. Hit my guy hard.
And he gave him the warning.
Man,
the donkey was, the ass was in the middle of the road.
That fool hit me hard, man. Cause I didn't even throw the first leg. I guess he got tired of hearing me talk, man, and just boom.
He knew you. He really was sounding the trumpet of Judah. He knew he wasn't gonna back off.
I was trying to get that commissary here. We were hungry, man.
How was it?
And went to the whole hunger. Didn't get nothing.
When we finally made it to prison, y'all, how was it? And I know it's a different thing once y'all all three made it together, back together. But once, like, when y'all just able to be at the unit with one of your brothers, how was that?
Man, what was the first unit we was at together? Tucker?
No, Vaughn. Man, me and you went to Vaughn and Newport together.
Yeah, we was
transferred.
So how long was
it coming?
We didn't
meet up. We
went to Tucker. It was years.
Dang.
Tucker. What year you get to Tucker? Because I remember telling Major Bill, I said, man, I got
far back now.
Right. I said, man, I got two brothers, man. Major Bill was like, well, if you're anything like you, I'll get them over here. So he got LB over there.
Then I was mad. I also institutionalized in Newport. I was like, hey, they was trying to give me some money in West Side to go get some soda pop. I'm thinking they trying to set me up. So I'm telling her, I said, man, why you get me to a place like this and they all on setup mode there? I done hit the black utopia.
Because they didn't want to give him his 1B at first when he first got there. Well, they didn't want to bring you out there.
No,
when
it was this girl.
It was Miss Girl, Sue Girl, yeah.
Hey, so I'm saying,
it was the same thing with you when you got there, wasn't it? Put you in the bus factory.
There was too much time left.
You didn't want to get shipped from Newport?
Well, I'm saying I had become so conditioned, because I'm a creature of habit by nature sometimes. So he had you shipped without you knowing it? You just get shipped? No, I had got word, and then I was like, cool, bet. Everybody wanted to get away from Newport.
How long you did
this was Newport when the women, remember, was putting their stuff in our spaghetti.
Ooh, boy, had and a whole unit shit.
This was,
it's real. The time. I know.
McPherson was cooking our food. They was cooking our food.
So if niggas used to mess up their clothes, niggas, boy,
what you mean by mess it up? Elaborate.
Pee on their clothes, you know what I'm saying?
So we deserve to treat drop our chicken and give it to us.
All right, them niggas want to mess with our clothes, fuck up our food. They lay in the whole unit. I'm talking about then they get us on chicken day. Shit like that.
Chicken drop.
I'm talking about, boy, they put all the ass slack and all that stuff on our chicken.
Tell them about you bringing them whole pans of chicken back to one barrel. When the service line was in the jail.
Because he was feeding the birds.
He come back selling nothing. He come back and just on chicken day, he just come back and set the whole pan of chicken out to the birds.
But no, that day, sir, and them was telling me, hey bro, can you bring the juice back? We're gonna make some hoops. Oh, they're back. So, we feeding the gym. I was
watching them at the
This was so funny, hey, so, we feeding breakfast. So I hit a whole container of juice bag. I put that up. So we run out of juice for the whole unit. So I like, man, it ain't no more juice. It ain't no more juice. You know what I'm saying?
You hit it back there in the cage, did you?
Yeah, I put it in the cage. It ain't no more juice, man. They sent us a shortage of juice from the women unit.
I'm on indigent Thursday.
Hey, so look, I pulled out. I'm talking about, I get somebody hear me. I'm talking about, I pulled that stuff in the trash bag and shit. I'm talking about, so, man, boy, I got my coat. I got my coat on my
on everything.
On my fingers.
That's how I used to bring the chicken
I got the bag wrapped around my fingers, and I got the coat over. I'm walking down the hallway.
The OJT, cool as hell. That was so funny.
I done made it past sergeants, officers, lieutenants.
Yeah, I was in one barracks then.
Yeah, I'm in one. I'm walking. I'm talking about, hey, what's up, man? What's up, Sarge? What up, man? Man, stomach hurt, man. Gotta go sit. I'm just walking with my coat. Boy, I got this big ass bag. I'm talking about, bro, a weight bag of juice. I make it all the way to the bird. Whole ass nigga on the door.
He was OJT, remember? He had just started. I
said, hey man, open the door, man. So I can go in. He said, all right, I gotta pat you down before I go in. I like, man, my stomach boiling, man. I gotta shit bad as hell.
Was you nervous?
I said, hell no. I said, man, I gotta shit bad as hell, man. My stomach boiling, man. Open the door, man. He like, yeah, ain't nothing but a little pat search there, man. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to waste some time. I like, well, damn, you can do that when I come back, man. I'm about to sit on myself. He's already open the door.
I was balls.
So anyway, no, he ain't open yet. So I like, dang, I see you ain't getting out of there.
You was in the barracks too,
we was in one barracks.
That's when y'all was over there, Big Urquhart.
Man, I used to work out with that fool.
Hey, so
I never do it again.
I like, dang, I see he ain't making pass then. So I put the coat on the ground. I just put it down. I like, dang, come on, man. I got against the wall. He passed serving. He's like, you see, yeah, you one waste of time. You could have been had to. You going and see. He said, open one bird. So I'm leaving. He's like, here, get your coat. That ain't my coat no more. You know what I'm saying? He say, oh man, you forget your coat. He picked up that coat. I said, what the fuck is that? He said, that's your coat. I said, no, that's my coat. He said, man. He said, I don't know you have to. You the damn lie. You the damn lie. That's why you want to take me down. Hit on my chest. Get the camera down here. You ain't get somebody else. You got me fucked up. That's your shit. That's why you want to take me down. You don't like me, nigga.
It was Van Kirk to come down there.
What was the cool captain that had the
Van Kirk
motorcycle?
was on nice shit.
Him and his sister worked at Hampton
That
Harley.
worked to sit Dykes.
Hell
Dykes.
no, you know
You
it.
talking about the one that used to always, if you bring him a shank, he'll let you beat a disciplinary?
Hell yeah, not and the one he was getting tattoos in the
He was
beard.
getting tattooed.
Captain
A white man?
Yeah.
You just bring him a shank. You can bring him a spoon.
That
You can
was
bring him a
Van Kirk at night.
No, Van Kirk, you can bring him a spoon and just make it look sharp, and he'll let you beat a disciplinary. That's all he wanted was the goddamn shanks about the penitentiary.
I'm like, man, that ain't my shit. That's your shit. That's why you wanted to take me down.
You went to the hole?
Huh?
You went to the
Hell
hole?
no, I ain't go to the hole. I said, man, get the captain out here, man. I'm kicking up a ruckus in the vestibule. The captain come down. I said, man, I just walk past y'all. He talking about this big ass bag of juice, man. This ain't my shit. How the hell I get past? I just walk past y'all. You like, man, what I shit? They like, man, go on the bear, ain't number juice, man. Shoot.
How they didn't review the cameras and see that you put that down there?
I put the coat down there. You still never saw the juice.
They probably was laughing, boy. They
I was
was
gonna say to
laughing.
that. I had to coat, but the juice, I don't know how the juice got there.
They had nothing to do with you.
That was a long time.
Came to the flow, huh?
That's my coat.
That was my coat, but that wasn't my juice, man. But,
Yeah, dang, boy.
that's how I wore though, man. But I mean, it was a wonderful. Boy, we
Man,
learned
we
how
used
to
to
be
kick-
criminals.
we used to kick it,
Cause you
boy.
remember back in the days, a dude can come to you out visitation. He come out visitation with $100. You know, you own, nigga own, and all this. So, hey, De Niro, you know, in Newport, a broom, a spray bottle, anything gets in the hallway.
Get you in there.
So nigga comes to,
swear.
here comes to the door. Hey, De Niro. Hey, I come to the door. What's up? He said, man, hey, here go $100, man. Go buy me a damn sack and buy me a pack of cigarettes, man. I got you. I said, you got me? Yeah, I got you, man. Bet. He slapped me $100 bill on the door. I go to another whole another house unit. Hey, man, write me a confiscation form. I'm gonna give you $20. You write me. I'm telling the officer, write me a confiscation form saying you confiscated $100 from me. I'm gonna give you $20 and circle disciplinary written. So I go back down. Hey, what's so? Hey, nigga, come here. Call him to the door. They had the happy skip.
Yeah.
He come skip to the door. Like, say, man. I hope show him that paper. Say, nigga, you owe me. Hey, nigga, you need to pay for this disciplinary player. Yeah. Nigga, I'm gonna go to the hole. Hey, nigga, you just set me up. You just set me up, player. Look at this mother. I got this. Oh, damn, my fault. Yeah, nigga, you need to get on the phone and tell your mama to send some money to me, player. So I can buy this disciplinary. I got $80 to the good. I'm talking about smoking. Oh, you smoking? We'll be right back after this short commercial break. Oh, man. Shoot, yeah, man, but. Tell us how it was, you know what I'm saying, you having the opportunity to work at the governor's mansion, being with the governor and all them every day, because I ain't never even seen the governor in real life.
Be surprised. Man, I went there 2012, I want to say. Got trusted to go up there, did 2 years to the exact date, 2 years, and got something back. But just being in the atmosphere, it was a shock change, because I'm seeing more a word that I didn't see. You know, since we've been behind all the closed bars, behind the fence and stuff. And so when they have events, we in black and white.
I saw a dude paper with you with his tuxedo.
Yeah.
He took a picture with
and
Jerry
got
Jones.
bones.
wasn't
And
it?
got bones.
Locked up. What he doing?
You still got that picture you took with Jerry Jones?
And all the events we had, you know what I'm saying, just being around all the people all the time, you know, it was amazing, because I'm like, man, I ain't never seen all these folks. You know, that I started seeing people that I grew up with.
Did you ever watch the movie The Butler?
Yeah, I seen the Butler.
Man,
So was it like that with you? You had to set the table and stuff?
I went to the Butler, but we set the table. We call it entertainment servers.
Yeah.
Entertainment. They used to have to serve alcohol and everything. They used to pull drinks. I've been up there drinking.
You was drinking nigga?
Well, yeah.
That's why they sent them back.
That's why you went back?
I forgot. I didn't say
Look, remember, it's still maybe ADT officers tied in to this page. So the names of the victims are protected.
Hey, Eric, was you able to eat and stuff up there? Yeah. So you was able to use silverware and stuff? So all them years being locked up, how was they eating with a fork?
Man.
Cause think about it, man, now we had to learn how to cut out cake.
With a spoon.
They never give us. I so forgot about that.
With a cuss spoon.
I remember one day I went to parole here and dude asked me, he said, what you think is the most profound thing you had learned in prison? I said, I learned how to eat everything with a spoon. I mastered that spoon. I knew how to stick it in them spaghetti and just twirl it.
I was finna say, I don't know how you can eat. You was not twirling no spaghetti.
I was with my noodles. Can I say my noodles? But I wasn't eating with the fork and stuff up there, man. Did you have proper etiquette?
Well, it's a little bit at time. Depending on when certain people ride.
Because you couldn't hold it right, too little. Then I got rolled up for a spoon. Remember that spoon for Vaughn?
A V-neck, and some cologne.
He had a T-shirt that I'm talking about, they sold.
A Bob Barker T-shirt.
Man, a Bob Barker T-shirt. No, everything in prison.
But they was looking for Bowdy then. They was looking for D-murder stuff then.
They was more mad at me, you know what I mean? And he tell him, which I never did tell him, even though we was in the same cell, I never did just come out and be like, hey bro, I got a cell phone.
I always knew though. I always knew because the narrowness now.
You know that day Cam Moore came in to get that phone.
Man.
If you'd have let me know, boy, you know I'd have jumped out the tree or something.
Steve faked the seizure. Steve act like y'all was fighting.
Then was right in the charging up.
I had just got it out the spot, put it in there to charge it up because I know I'm gonna be on the phone all night, and come back out there. Me, you, and Dirt stand on the rail. Captain Mo walked through the door. What was it? 6 bed, 6'8".
6 bed.
He had my picture. He didn't know me. You know this. You know he just
remember me and you
started
walked past and you said you saw your picture on that paper.
I said, man, dude got my picture, man. So he walked past us. That's how I knew he didn't know me. He walked past us, come back, Mr. Witherspoon. I said, what's up? He said, come with me. I said, for what? He said, I got to make sure you ain't got no tobacco in your room.
That man sat by that phone for about an hour.
I ain't never been known to have no tobacco. So he go in there. He shake my box down. I think he shake LB box down. My headboard box. He shook everything down. Walked out the room. I'm sitting there like, heart just do. He walked out the room. He looked back, and I had my phone charging, you know, up under the, little spot where the light is, that little fluorescent light. Had it in the sock, tucked back between the conduit. He come back in there, run his hand up under the light. He look up under there. He get down there to the end. He said, hey, what's this? I said, what's what? I said, man, oh, hell no. I said, that ain't mine. So I guess he hears yelling and everything. So he come back through there. And as soon as he walked up, he was like, oh, yeah, I'm going to need you to come with us. I said, hey. I said, man, that's mine, man. You know what I mean? Because I ain't want them to, involve him in something that was mine. He's like, hey, I said, man, oh, that's mine, man. So he called a couple of the sergeants down there. I ain't gonna say their names.
They still sent me to the hole.
Yeah. It wasn't that day though, it was the next day.
Nah, they just waited their time.
It was the next day. So he leave, take the phone up to the warden. He trying to find some incriminating evidence on there, because I had just went to my grandpa's funeral and everything. And so he leave me with the sergeants, come back. They packed my stuff up, took me to the hole. The next day I hear him, we on the vent talking. I said, man, what you doing down here? I said, what they get you? I said, man, that's some bullshit.
Hey, he talking like his ankle was gonna get me out of it.
I'm more mad because one of the whole squad riders, I'm out there on the wreck yard.
That's who come and talk to me.
One of the whole squad riders come down there, and I swear, I can't even remember him, but if I wasn't in that cage, I was gonna serve him. He come down there, he's like, why you do your brother like that? I said, man, what the you talking about? He made it seem like I'm saying that, man, this is my brother's stuff and we both going down together. You know what I mean? I was hot. You know what I mean? I'm telling bro, I'm like, man, this some bud, man. All them looking at me like I done got him in trouble. And I said, man, I done already told the folks. He ain't had nothing to do with it, ain't here. They busted on a T-shirt, a spoon, and I think some cologne.
Too many pictures. Then Jimmy Banks tried to offer me the dog kennel job to tell on you.
Oh, did it? That's why I did 30 days. He ain't got shipped now.
Hey, damn, what's so crazy?
But they were mad because he wouldn't talk, which he didn't know nothing. You know what I mean? He had no idea where I got the goddamn phone from or none of that. They were just mad like, oh, y'all brothers, y'all know what's up. Or probably wanted to say, hell, they probably were both our phone, probably on the cool.
That's when I hit my switch, because he was trying to strip EB of his 1B.
Yeah.
So I told him, I went to him, I said, look,
what's
man,
crazy
you
is all the same warden.
All the same warden.
The same warden behind us three.
And what's really think about it, man, they still couldn't stop a thing. Because even when you go to the when you in the hole, you remember us coming to the back outside talking to you. Right. You the curse in Spanish, oh chinga.
I remember y'all sending me Skittles in the sneaker bar talking about make it last.
Right. You got dirt.
Skittles in the sneaker bar talking about make it last. I'm like,
because that's the only thing you can slide up under the door. You got.
Hey, look, then what's so crazy? But no, when I come back there and I said, "What's up?" Well, you told me they took a 1,600 good time days from you.
Shit, it was
Yeah.
16.
But we wasn't really getting good time though. We couldn't get good time.
Man, you know I fought for
system was
I
just
fought
messed
for
up.
4 years after that behind that because it moved my TE day 4 years.
Yeah, it wasn't supposed
Bro,
to affect.
it moved my TE day all the way to like 2023. I'm like, hold up, I'm under the 70.
But we was under two different
I
systems.
don't get good
We had a
time.
Y and a B though. That's why it fluctuated.
It wasn't until I was at Tucker Max and I fought at Malvern. I said somebody that Little Tucker. It wasn't until I got to Tucker Max after I'd been there maybe 2 years. Finally, the lady that worked up there in Rec, and she was like, "Oh yeah, this ain't right." I said, "That's what I've been trying to tell them." I said, "I'm under the 70. I can't even earn good time. So how the hell I lose 4 years of good time?"
That's one thing it'll teach you. It'll teach you how not to give up.
Boy,
It'll teach you that joy come in the morning. They say.
I was drunk. I'm still looking at my T. They say 2023, and I know it's supposed to be 2018, and I'm like, "Oh hell no, I ain't finna do this many more years."
I remember first went down. You know, when I went to prison. I had
I'd
gained.
have still been down there.
I had gained 4 pounds.
I'd have still been down there if they wouldn't have fixed my time card, man.
Hey, when I was in the county jail, I gained 4 pounds in the county jail before I went to prison. I went down to the county jail 138 pounds. When I went to prison, I went 142. So I mean, just crazy. Look how small and stuff we were. You know what I'm saying? And we grew up together. I'm talking about as brothers, and I mean everything.
With big
Together
hearts.
our whole life, literally.
Yeah.
You a big homie now?
Huh?
Big homie, man.
Nah, ain't no big
Rico.
homie. I said big heart, Rico.
Hey, but
was playing chess
we're
like
gonna
old Rico.
kind of change this up a little bit, man. You know, kind of, you know what I'm saying, get on another level. Because, you know, the smallest thing makes the biggest difference to each other's life. To walk up to each other and say, happy birthday, Merry Christmas, my nigga, or man, we finna eat this bread, or we finna do this. But just knowing I was separated from y'all and just hearing the news, I think Eric had came to Riceville at that time. We was all split up then. But knowing that, you know, y'all mother passed while y'all was locked up, you know, being locked up in prison so long, you know, our main goal is to get out to our loved ones, to get out to show them that you did some good parenting. Regardless of the choice in the path we went down, mama, you did some good. But upon losing y'all mama while y'all locked up, can you tell us from an emotional standpoint, do y'all think, I mean, can you kind of elaborate on that, break that down, how y'all felt at that time?
I don't know. I just say that, you know, I really believe that the people you leave behind is kind of what mess you up more psychologically anyway. Because you can kind of cope with the pain you put yourself through. But then when you realize, you know, this is over 2/3 of our mother's boys gone. The baby and the oldest one's still out. So, you know, leave the baby with no guidance really, and no, you know, nobody that's invested. Which we had friends that looked out for him, but nobody invested like we was invested in them. So, and then I didn't see my mama I didn't even remember seeing her from the county jail. Did she come see us in the county jail?
Yeah, she came up there faithful.
I think she came up there. She was able to get up there. Somebody was bringing up there a few times.
I actually went to a furlough with my auntie. It was the first time I seen my mama, so 15 plus years. Went to a furlough with my auntie. My mother passed, 30 days after that?
Now, after I left the
So
county jail.
you don't remember seeing your mama for 15 years?
No, 15 years,
Yeah,
no.
it was
Did not
a
see
minute.
her.
When I left the county jail, I didn't see her again.
Yeah, she never come and visit us in prison.
I wasn't able to see her again until I went home to my grandpa's funeral on my dad's side. That was my first time seeing her after I had left the county. Because, you know, our mom didn't drive, you know. And then transportation for her, you know, was, you know, far-fetched, you know. But that was probably the biggest fear for me, man. I was like, man, don't let me lose mama. Not saying that I didn't care about anybody else in my family, because I never wanted my mother to feel like she didn't do her best. You know what I mean? Like, I wasn't a good enough mother. You know, I didn't raise my kids up in a good enough way that I kept them from prison or, you know, kept them from making bad decisions. You know, our mama did a hell of a job raising us. It's just that when we got to a certain age, we felt like we was old enough to start making decisions on our own, not knowing that it was going to impact our way in a negative way, and impact our life in a negative way. And so it was hard for me. And honestly, I think I was at Tucker Max, and they was talking about they hadn't raised up enough money to get me home. You know what I'm saying? As far as, you know, paying the escorts. And I sat there, I told myself, I said, boy, if I don't make it home to my mama's funeral, I said, they got hell to pay when I get there, boy. And when it did happen, everything within me was like, boy, you can lose your mind, go crazy, do whatever you want to do, and can't nobody fault you for it.
You know
and it was my intentions on doing that.
Y'all
And
know how-
something, boy.
What was you? You still at Riceville one year?
Is it the
I got
government
shit
mansion?
from Riceville to Cummins.
Oh, that's right.
Bogus as
That's when I
hell.
got something back from governor's mansion.
Because they was finna send me to the governor's mansion, but the warden at Riceville was gonna try to make me pay. Warden Reed wasn't gonna make me pay to go.
Hey, do y'all know? You went to the funeral free?
Yeah.
Oh, that nigga, that was in, though.
Well, he was what you was 1A or 1B? He
I
was
was 180 in.
Shit,
Yeah.
Eric was 1A before.
No, I went got class.
Yeah, he was 1A.
I'm
Yeah.
talking about at the governor mansion when you went.
Yeah, that's
I was
1A.
1A, yeah, then.
But it was a time when you could be
That was
1B.
a lucky ass
It was a
nigga, that
time when you could be 1B and be getting furloughs and you don't have to pay.
Get in your props, nigga. I laced that nigga up, boy. I laced that nigga up, boy.
What you talking about?
Game wise.
What is he talking
I showed that nigga how to hide. Boy, I ain't gonna say none of the places. But the guards, man, I put that nigga on game, boy. I'm talking
Oh, you talking about me
that
here?
nigga,
Oh.
gave him his first money and shit. Just,
Oh, it was you talking about me here.
totally. Hey, young buck,
But
check
I
this out.
told you,
And
back
I be
when
like, shut
I.
up.
Oh, right now, you know, like right now.
I thought we back in prison.
Okay,
Nah. Hey, but y'all know in the course of time being locked up so long that you come accustomed, and I think people out here deal with death different from the way we do it in there so long. A lot of times I went to funerals and you just happy to get away from prison. But it was a difference between your mama dying, you know, things like that. Or so when y'all went, was y'all just happy to be together again, or was y'all too emotional? I mean, how was the emotion being together at the funeral to see y'all mama that y'all haven't seen in 15 years? You know, being away from her so long, did y'all kind of not lose love, but you know how we can set this part up in our heart where we ain't really messed up. It's just life, and that's just how it was at that
well,
time.
you protect yourself. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? You just
The
build walls so
coping
you
mechanism.
think you protecting yourself. Well, you build walls to keep it out so it won't tear you down in the place that ain't gonna help you anyway. You know what I mean? To me, it was bittersweet because here I am in Free World Clothes. You know, I was Melody had me looking suave, and they in whites. You know what I mean? So for real,
No,
they wouldn't let us change out. We had
it
clothes.
was bittersweet
They wouldn't
because
let
you
us
know
change
I ain't
out,
got no
man.
selfish bone when it comes to that. To me, if everybody else can eat before I get to the table to eat, as long as I get some crumbs, just give me whatever I got.
It was a judge who got two of his bailiffs to escort me and Eric.
And
one
luckily,
apiece,
our
'cause they
auntie,
was
she
trying to
went
they
to
was
his
trying to
church.
have us to
Yeah.
have two escorts apiece. That was gonna be like $1,200 for me, $1,200 for him. Ain't nowhere in the world we would have got there.
To a family-owned indigent.
Ain't nowhere in the world.
Indigent from the
If
streets.
I had to
the
pay
pen,
$1,200
so-
and he had to pay $1,200 for it, we would have never got there. And I'd have been one mad boy, you hear me? But luckily, you know what I'm saying, by the grace of God, a judge, I ain't gonna put his name out there. I don't know if that's politically correct, but God bless him. He got
You done narrowed it down because it ain't that many. It wasn't that many black.
but he
We
got,
can surmise who it was at
right,
the
he got two of his bailiffs to do escorts for us. And as we was going, the guy that was escorting me, he was like, I don't think we're gonna be able to let y'all dress out. I was like, why not? He said, well, it's a concern. They said it's supposed to be 4 y'all there, all 4 brothers there at the funeral. I said, no, ain't no 4 brothers. I said, it's gonna be 3 of us. He said, well, they saying it's gonna be 4 of us. The ADC official's supposed to be there to look over, and they don't want y'all dressing out. I said, man, hell no. So
Then they thought I killed
So
mine.
we there.
They
They tried to
literally
make
told
us.
me I
They
killed
tried to make.
mine.
They tried to make us stay in cuffs.
They said they thought I had did something to my escort.
Kiss your escort.
That's what they said.
Yeah, I'm telling you, I'm serious.
What
It
time
was
was
a
it?
bunch of BS.
because I'm walking around the house. By then, I get to the house, I'm in a white T-shirt.
Hold
I think
on,
it
so y'all
was.
able to go back
I think
to
it
the
was the
house?
first white T-shirt. Yeah,
We left. We left.
Melody,
and went to
Melody
this-
orchestrated the dinner and stuff like
Say
that.
the
went to
first white
Melody
T-shirt,
house.
what?
The first white T-shirt you gave me,
What am I
that
saying,
dingy,
man?
dingy, that Fruit Loom.
Where my shit at, man? Where my shit at?
Yeah, and so you know what I'm saying? I'm walking around like that dude. He said, hey, are you Lonnie? And I'm like, yeah, why, what's up? You know, I'm already in the bad vibe from him anyway because of the way I know they ain't doing it. That's what he told me. He said, hey, so where's the guy you come with escort? Now, this at our mama funeral right afterwards. I said, escort, I ain't got no escort. So they went back and called the unit to verify. Dude come back, apologized, and pulled me over outside and said, man, we thought, you had kind of got rid of him or something. I said, got rid of him.
That's crazy. How you get there? They let Melody come get you?
I was 180 in.
And they let her come pick you up.
Yeah, and then needless to
Well,
say,
that nigga.
needless to say, Millie and I took advantages of a few passings from
saying-
people in the past that wasn't really our relation.
What you saying, Ray? What you saying, Ray?
What he's just saying. And somehow, by the end, I was able to go for free.
Yeah. That nigga, hey, boy, I'm to my man, cause it's times, I'm still talking to him on my cell phone and stuff.
Yeah.
That nigga, that was lucky as hell.
I never had a cell phone.
How was I talking to you on my cell phone?
I never had a cell phone. I gotta stick to
How about you can't go to prison? Nigga, you out there. You out there.
yeah, but I'm on yearlies.
Yearly. What's your parole officer name?
I was calling him using 000121491.
I'm talking about, man, I'm still, boy, it be hot as hell under that cover too, nigga. Boy, talking on that phone.
Can't breathe, trying to talk low.
But man, I know, prison, it kind of, like I tell people, prison wasn't made for me, but prison is what made me what I am today.
Oh, yeah.
Can y'all kind of tell people what y'all doing now? You know what I'm saying? Because y'all went down on murder charges. So, my job, in the course of my time, I programmed myself, I told myself I'm going to get out and break all stereotype.
Right.
If a person don't know nothing about my background, they wouldn't know it unless I tell them.
Right.
Like the other day, my first, bro, I know y'all done rode horses. We done had dreams of getting out ride motorcycles and doing this. Boy, I flew a plane the other day.
Right, I seen that, man.
Look, and we a security crew.
Right. They was security crew. All four of us security, man.
We ain't talking about a Mr. Humphreys gas station or Jackson, Mr. Jackson store.
We all on security right now, man. I just can't wait to go back to work. But
Can't wait to go back to work.
I tell people all the time, prison wasn't made for me, but prison is what made me who I am today. You know what I'm saying? The type of guy I am today. And what y'all think about that statement there?
I mean, of
Not
course.
saying that you got it. We ain't telling nobody kids to go to prison.
Don't go to prison.
Be the type of person.
No.
You know
It's
what I'm
just, I mean, I've been around a lot of cats down there who allow prison to not grow them. You know what I mean? If that makes sense. You know what I'm saying?
They change their philosophies and everything.
They can't. They never elevate. They never grow. Or they never try to learn nothing. They get caught up in I'm gonna sit down here. I'm gonna smoke. I'm gonna get tatted up. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that. But at the same time, they wasn't really getting nothing out of it. And after so many years of me doing the exact same thing, I was like, look, I cannot leave here at 36, 37. The way I came in at 17 years old. I said that,
possibly worse,
I said
really.
that'll be the most stupidest thing in the world. And so eventually, I started to learn, I started to, become spiritual, in the Bible, reading books,
Josephus.
psychology books. I had all type of stuff, man. I like concordance, Bible, psychology books, sociology books. I had everything. I put it on my mind, so I'm gonna learn. When I leave here, I'm not gonna be the same individual mentally and psychologically as I was, when I came down at 17. I tried to sneak in the college course at Newport one time.
Yeah, because they
Remember
said,
that?
we was young enough to do it, but we
Yeah,
didn't
it was
have
too
enough
far.
time.
Yeah,
I tried to sneak it.
It's so crazy how
went to orientation
full
and
kick
everything.
and all that stuff
Yeah.
set up. How I want to do this, but you can't do it because
They won't
there's
let
too
you-
much time left.
won't let
So
you
by the
do
time
it.
you qualify with enough time, now you're too old to do it.
But it's the Department of
That's crazy.
Correction. It's supposed to be their responsibility to try to correct, all the wrongs that you got going on in your life.
Yeah,
They're
ain't
trying to
gotta-
help
we
you
gotta
get
correct
educated.
it.
You got to do it yourself.
You gotta do it yourself.
I tried to sneak into college. Couldn't even get into college. Couldn't even get into college course. Had to try to sneak into it, man. That is ridiculous. And so, like you say, if you ain't doing it yourself, you ain't getting it, man.
Like Eric Thomas said, man, you gotta want it more than you can breathe.
Oh yeah.
Cause you can, if you want it as much as your food, the body can do without food, but you can't do without air.
Eric,
So
what
you
are
just
you
gotta
doing?
want it
What are
more.
you doing out here? You know what I'm saying? For the people, can you tell them what are you doing out here?
Right now, I'm a stay-at-home dad, but
This nigga lucky.
good wife. Good wife.
This nigga,
But I
you
do
the
some-
first
I-
thing to autograph you the first.
I do some audience jobs, to keep money flowing. So it's not like I ain't doing nothing. But somebody we get a little bit older, get them in daycare, then I go back to full time or something. Because right now the job I was at, man, it was very stressful. And then trying to deal with him and deal with everything else in life, man, it was a headache. And so I got stressed out. I said, man, I gotta go. I just left it. I had some money saved up, so I knew I'd be all right. You know what I'm saying? So, but everything is flowing just good now. So I'm ready just to get him up in age so I can go ahead and reestablish my career and whatnot. So
365 day at a time.
every day.
What y'all think about the support system? Because I think, I can speak from all four of us. It's time that you're going to have that rough patch. But together, though, it wasn't such thing of a rough patch. Cause if we got 4 soups, one of us got 4 soups, we all got a meal for the day.
Oh yeah.
Man, so I remember just eating cookies for a meal. Remember we just sit up and eat cookies for supper. That's it. Chocolate chip, double stuffed Oreo.
Boy, dirty. Hey, you ever see when dirty? You know the double stuff.
They wasn't real though. You used to take them off and then put them together.
Stack all that cream on one cookie, on 2 cookies. You eat all that.
Eat all of them.
And be like, dang man, my head hurt, man.
Bet it is.
Eat all that sugar. Then they eat all that. Boy, hey, it's times I can be asleep. And, you know, our presence woke each other up. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I'm asleep one day, he in the cell. I open my eyes. I'm like, what's up, man? He like, man, your mouth hurt. Why? What's that? Cause you know anything he drink, he gotta switch it around first before he swallow it.
I remember that time you couldn't put me. I was in the bed. You put your fingers in my nose to my smile.
No, that
to my some smell this. I just
no, that day. You know how you know I just play too much. I brushed my teeth. The other day I brushed my teeth, and I walked up to the dairy. I said I brushed my teeth. And I turned my toothbrush like this, and he did this. I brushed his teeth. I brushed his tooth. I brushed his teeth.
I started killing that day too. Because he was always playing. He used to do it all the time.
So one get pool on here,
right,
man.
So one day I was just like this here. That nigga stuck that toothbrush in my mouth.
Then it was that AIM toothpaste. It wasn't even the good kind. It wasn't even Colgate.
I killed him if I let him put his toothbrush in my mouth.
That was so funny, boy. Man, I'm that nigga playing pool. I used to love to see that boy play the basketball or play the ping pong. Man, that nigga told him one day, man, nigga playing Lucius.
Lucius was good at ping pong.
Yeah, because Lucius was the reporter.
Yeah,
that was before after he got the cane.
That nigga said,
no, you know he was in between.
He said, man,
he never really wore the cane.
Said, give me liberty. You know, I ain't finna spray you. And he said, give me liberty or give me death. He said, give me death. No, he said, I'm gonna give you liberty or give you death. He said, give me death. You know what? I'm gonna kill your ass. Wow. My boy, you spike them balls so hard. Yeah, man, I'm talking about, I used to love that volleyball. I'm talking about, but sports got us through a lot of stuff, man. I sit and think about how we was involved in all the sports, the music and all that. We was able to do our time, boy. We was not no regular inmates, man. Our time went by so fast, man.
It did.
Well, I mean, doing something together
so
like
long.
that.
Yeah, to be so long, it was shit.
I ain't gonna lie, 19 years, man, didn't seem like 19 years to me at the end. You know, the day I walked out them doors, I was like, oh, shoot, that's all 19 was?
You want some more? You want another?
Hell no.
You don't want another?
But you already don't get off papers until we're about 50, 70,
93 or something.
Y'all still gotta pay y'all parole fee and stuff?
Yeah.
Y'all still gotta go see them too?
Yeah.
I'm on yearly right now.
You on yearly too? Yeah. Oh, that's player. And you know what I started to do when I get out? Somebody asked me, do you want me to pay all your parole fees off for you? For, you know, the remainder of your time on parole, that's 2 years worth of fees.
You said no?
I'm like, no, because I don't want to get you, I don't want to forget that I still got obligations and do this, you know what I'm saying, to uphold.
You think they helped me get mine?
But if I'd have did that, I wouldn't have got my money back because they put me on unsupervised. And I ain't got to pay no more.
Oh, you get your money back on unsupervised?
I wouldn't have got my money back. I would have paid all that.
Oh, okay.
But we'll be right back after a short commercial break. Sum up another segment of Prison Chronicles, and thank you for tuning in. And remember, we are liking a share away from reaching our goal, and there's no us without you, and it's never too late. So again, if you need to be on the show, mothers, fathers, sisters, daughters, aunties, uncles, 501-551-8489 is the number to call us. Hit us up on cookbookpublication.com or dcookbookers@gmail.com. But I'm gonna let these guys ride out with to give everybody something, you know, to go off on. You know, if it's somebody youth-wise or a troubled teen or a parent that need some type of advice for their child, what would you tell them?
First and foremost, for me, I just want to give a shout out to all the parents, family members, you know, that support their ones that's locked up. It means a great deal to anybody that's doing time, and to everybody else that's done time, that's out here in the streets, is like we are, man. Brothers, sisters, keep pushing, keep grinding, don't give up. It's gonna be a whole lot of no's, it's gonna be a whole lot of doors closed, but keep pushing, don't stop.
Man, I guess mine would be similar to it, man. I would just look back, and if I could say to my 15-year-old self one thing, I'd say, man, love a little more, laugh a lot more, pray, and believe, you know what I'm saying? Because you never really will if you don't try. So don't be scared, don't be afraid to fail or nothing like that. You can do it, man. Go get it.
And best thing, piggyback off what they just said, man, just it's all about your mindset. Just stay focused and stay positive, man, and just strive and just do what you got to do, man. You're going to have some moments when you be down, but shoot, man, just pick yourself back up and keep going forward, man. And y'all be blessed.
Y'all, remember this before we ride out. You need anybody to shoe your horses, to break your horses, to drive your tractors, or anything. We learned a lot though, but
and I'm a pimp.
A dirt rascal pimp. Dirt rascal pimp. Dude, but these are a wonderful set of guys, and we didn't let history determine our destiny, and we ask that you not even make sure you share and subscribe to us, and help us get these voices out there. And thank y'all for tuning in to another segment of Prison Chronicles. Y'all be blessed.